On my last video, I posted about the importance of maintaining our normal skin, our God's given skin, not peeling it off, not removing it with cream or whatever. And then somebody messaged me and said, what actually is melanin? And do we all have melanin? Okay, so I'm going to talk briefly on melanin. And the answer to that is yes, we all have, well, majority of us have melanin, but the amount of melanin we have, varies. So people who are dark skinned and, and brown skinned, they have more melanin than people who are light skinned. And also people with albinism, people we call albinos, they have little or no melanin, and it's a genetic condition. It's a genetic condition. So briefly, let's talk about melanin. What is melanin? Melanin is a natural pigment in our body that, helps to color the eye, the skin, and the hair. Okay, so what are the functions of this melanin? Okay, one of the functions is to color our skin, our hairs, and our eyes. Now, another function of melanin is to protect the skin from harmful ultraviolet rays. From harmful ultraviolet rays, what we call UV rays. Guys, remember why we wear goggles, like why we wear glasses, sunglasses, when we are outside, when we are looking at the sun, is to protect our eyes, then why we are advised to put sunscreen to protect our skin from these harmful ultraviolet rays. Now, let's look at, okay, and what is this UV rays? They are invisible radiation mainly from the sun. So they are this radiation we can't see with the eyes. They come from the sun and they can affect our skin. Now, there are types of these UV rays, okay? I mentioned 3. UVA, UVB, and UVC. I'm going to talk more on UVA and UVB because they are the ones that concern us straight on. UVC, I'm not going to talk too much about it because it doesn't reach the earth normally. It's absorbed by ozone layer, and now we understand the importance of protecting the environment. When the government will say environmental protection, to look after your environment, pollution and all that, because they are trying to protect ozone layer so it can continue to absorb all these harmful radiations, because if they leak into the air, they might fry all of us like chickens. Now, let's go back to UVA. UVA is a type of ultraviolet rays that penetrate deep into our skin, the part of the skin called the dermis. So it causes premature aging. If you stay under the sun for a very long time, by the time you get to 20 years, you're looking like a 40-year-old person, because it is causing premature, it is drying you up. That is what UVA does. It causes premature aging, wrinkles all over our body. That is what it causes. And of course, some spots, okay, like sunburns and all that. And then it contributes to skin cancer. Now, let's go to UVB. UVB causes sunburn. You should put a screen when you're going to stay under the sun to eat ice cream. Also, another thing this can cause is skin cancer. Is a major cause. Why this one contributes? This one is a major cause of skin cancer, and it is strongest some research will tell you it is strongest outside between 10 to 4 p.m. You might see different times here. Different researchers will tell you different things. But the bottom line is, it is when the sun is hottest outside. When the sun is hottest. And that's why people are encouraged. If you are not doing anything else under the sun, hide yourself. Hide yourself, protect yourself from this radiation. Look at the things it does to our skin. Now imagine yourself that God has given you a beautiful protection of your skin, which is melanin. And then you went to market with your hard-earned money, you bought some chemicals that will wipe away your God's given melanin. See what you are exposing yourself to. You may not like this sermon, because especially when we are guilty of attacking our God's given protection to our skin, we may not like the sermon, but this is what we are exposed to. So it is good for us to hear it and know it, so that when we are making these life-changing decisions of altering the color or the nature of our skin, we know what we are up to. And you know, for example, like in Nigeria, you know, you see VDM fighting about all those substances, the creams, all those things that are not approved by the what was that, the agency, okay, that control these things. This is what he's actually trying to protect people from this kind of exposures. This is Etta. I'll stop here today, and I'll see you in my next